What's going on, everybody? Hey, today we're gonna go over the 5 side hustles that you can do from home in 2021. So maybe your income's been impacted by COVID, maybe it's been impacted by your boss. Maybe you just wanna try something totally new. You wanna wake up excited for work every single day. Well, hey, here's your opportunity to go over the 5 best side hustles. Let's go.
It's going down.
Let's talk about side hustle number 1. So side hustle number 1 is going to be TURO. All right, so TURO is super easy to get set up on. So all you gotta do is take some pictures of your car, put a nice little description in there. You set the price for what you want to charge for your car every single day. You can set the calendar on it, and hey, you actually can even let TURO set the price for you if you don't know exactly what to price your car. And then boom, you list it. And all of a sudden, people say, hey, I want to rent your car for a day, 2 days. And then all of a sudden, money just shows up in your bank account. And so how TURO works, you actually get to put on there how many days you want to rent it. You put the calendar in there. You can put your price in there, everything. The next question you'll probably ask yourself is, what about insurance? That's always the big question people have. And so TURO has their own insurance. And you actually get to pick your plan, and based on what plan you pick, whether it's the 60% plan or the 80% plan, is what your deductible is and what they'll cover. And so that's something for you to decide like what works best for you in your situation. But the cool part is that TURO covers the insurance, and so literally they take all the risk and you get all the reward. There's a huge opportunity right now in the rental car market because the rental car companies, they can't go buy new cars. And so this means that their fleets are depleted, which means that there's a huge demand and not enough inventory out there, which is creating crazy prices in the car rental market. And so this is your opportunity to jump in, get it while it's hot, and hey, that way you can like either make your car payment, or you can start making some money, extra money on the side of your cars that are just not sitting there. And so someone like me, like I bought a brand new Corvette for this reason. I wanted a Corvette, but hey, I put it on TURO, and now I'm having other people pay my payment on it. And so I'm basically getting to drive a brand new Corvette for free. And so if you want to do that, or just make some extra money, TURO, side hustle number 1, is the thing you should be doing in 2021. All right, side hustle number 2. Side hustle number 2 is online training. So if you don't know who I am, like I've been in the fitness industry for over a decade now, been a personal trainer, been a gym owner, and recently we got into online training about 2 years ago. And so this is the best side hustle of 2021 because guess what? If you like to change people's lives, if you want to help people, here's your opportunity to do it all from the comfort of your home, and even better, for your clients' comfort of their home as well. And so no longer do you need a gym, no longer do you need a physical space, now you actually do it from the comfort of your home. And so if that's something you're interested in, you actually want to actually help people and transform their lives, all from the comfort of your home, not to do split shifts, not to show up to a gym, here's your opportunity. So right now we're actually hiring coaches, so all you gotta do, click the link down below, apply to be one of our trainers. I'll show you exactly how you can go from making $0 and having 0 clients to as many clients as you want, making over $10,000 a month, all online training. All right, now we're talking about side hustle number 3. Side hustle number 3 is actually being a notary. So most people don't even think about this, that hey, for all the important documents, you need things that get signed. And because of COVID, it's completely transformed everything, the way that we do everything. And so like, for instance, like as a real estate investor, we don't actually go to the title company anymore to go close because they don't let us in there anymore. And so the last closing we had a notary come to our house. We signed documents in the comfort of our own living room, and we started chatting with this girl about her job, and she's like, yeah, this thing has blown up since COVID happened. And so the process to actually become a notary is not that hard to do. And you basically get to pick your own hours, and you basically get to pick like your jobs. And so you can do this as a side hustle, you can turn it into your full-time job, whatever you want to do. But it's really cool because ultimately, all you're doing is you're sitting there having people sign paperwork. And that, my friend, is about the easiest side hustle you can do in 2021. Side hustle number 4. Side hustle number 4 is actually drop shipping service, right? So everyone's heard about drop shipping products on Amazon, doing all this automation stuff on the internet. Well, guess what? I have a new one for you here to talk about drop shipping services. And so have you ever like wanted to get your house cleaned, or you ever wanted to like hire a handyman, or ever wanted to get new siding or new roof, or maybe a patio built or a deck built? You're like, man, who should I reach out to, right? Have you ever seen a contractor advertise? You ever seen a handyman advertise their services? Of course not. They're actually not good at marketing. And so here's what you can do. You can be the middleman for them. You actually can create the ad, you can get the client, and you can bring them to the client, right? And that's what you can use. That's called drop shipping services. So you can do this through Facebook ads, you can do this through free posts on Craigslist, or even better yet, you can actually be the person who fulfills it as well. And so if you're like, hey, I don't have a roofer, I don't have a cleaning company to refer to, well, you can become the cleaning company, you can become the roofer, or you can become the person who does the sod, whatever it may be, depending on your skills and services. You can be the handyman, and now, not only just creating a cut from that, but now you're actually the one who's actually fulfilling the service, so you get even more of that margin. And so if you want to learn how to drop ship services, hey, that's one of the best side hustles that you can do in 2021. And all you gotta know is how to run a Facebook ad, how to post inside Craigslist, how to get contractors, and honestly, with something that we did, we actually created a cleaning business, whole based on this whole concept that we knew how to market, we knew how to sell. And so what we did is we basically created this cleaning business, and people, they wanted to get their house cleaned. And so here's what we did. We created a business based on that concept, just based on getting leads and being able to say the right words to get them to buy the service. So whether, again, you want to create the business behind it, or whether you just want to be the person who brokers the deal, that's up to you to decide. But side hustle number 4, being able to drop ship services, is not only the wave of right now, it's also the wave of the future. All right, now we're gonna talk about side hustle number 5, which is honestly one of my favorite side hustles, and it's gonna be true, near and dear to my heart, and you're gonna love this one. So let me ask you this, like, do you have a home? Do you live in a home, right? And so if you have a home, you can do this side hustle, and it's one of my most favorite side hustles. So this is actually Airbnb your home. And so we actually have 2 Airbnbs that we use full-time. They're full Airbnbs, and they crush it. But we actually had this crazy idea that when we were going to go on this trip one time, I asked my wife, I was like, hey, like, what about us just Airbnb our home, our personal home that we live in, you know, with our kids and all our valuables and all our food and all that stuff in it? And she's like, that's a great idea. And so that's what we did. We actually Airbnb our personal home, and we were on this trip in Utah, and I think it was like $400 or $500 for us to get to that trip. And then we Airbnb our house, and we made about $400 or $500. And I was just like, huh, this is crazy. So we got to go on this trip virtually for free. I was like, that's really cool. And then a couple weeks ago, we actually were going to go to my mom's house, and cool part is my mom doesn't make me pay rent, and so she wanted to see the grandkids. I was like, we should put our house back on Airbnb again. And my wife's like, that's a great idea. We made another $400 or $500. This time we didn't have the expense of the hotel. We actually made $500 over the course of the weekend to go see my mom, and she got to see her grandkids, and all of a sudden it was a huge win-win situation. I was like, wow, this is really cool. I was like, I wonder if anybody else could do this. And I was like, everybody else has a house, everybody else has access to the internet, it's free to put your house on Airbnb. I was like, this is one of the greatest side hustles on the planet. And so if you have a home and you have somebody you can go stay on their couch, you can go camping, it's middle of summertime, maybe just go sleep in your pickup, or go sleep in your car, or go sleep outside, right? And you put your house on Airbnb, someone, I promise you, is going to rent it. Or even better, if you don't have those places, you're like, go find a cheap hotel where you have a difference between what you're charging for your Airbnb and what you're paying for your hotel. Now you have this arbitrage gap in there. You can also do that, and that's something you can do more consistently. That's one of my favorite side hustles in 2021 is literally Airbnb your home. And so the first question you're gonna ask yourself is like, what about my valuables? What about my food? What about my belongings? Like, I want someone sleeping in my bed. And hey, get over it, right? Like, get over that stuff. That way you actually learn how to make money, learn how to actually grow yourself, and get over these little, like this small-minded thinking. So, side hustle number 5, Airbnb your house, put it on there. I'm telling you what, best side hustle 2021, let's go. Hey guys, if you guys liked what you heard, please like this video, hey, and share with somebody who wants to make some more money, someone who wants to change their life, right? And hey, if you know any other side hustles that weren't covered here today, drop them in the comments down below. Let's continue the conversation down below. And hey, we're gonna be dropping new videos every single week, so subscribe now, because we're gonna be dropping new videos and you don't wanna miss out, I promise you.